Hey guys, I'm doing my nails, so you guys can watch me while I do my nails. You probably hear my daughter in the background. She's doing her school. She's doing speech right now. I'm just doing my nails, everybody. I'm tired today. It looked like it's about to rain. So, yeah. My daughter's still doing her schoolwork. School isn't out until around 3:45. She's doing speech right now, so she's in the living room at her desk. And she's on a Zoom call right now, or FaceTime, Zoom call, whatever it is, with her speech class and her speech teacher. So y'all probably can hear that in the background. And I figured I'd do my nails over. Which is kind of become a hobby now. Like, I taught myself how to do my own nails instead of going to the nail shop. Like, I can do exactly what they do and actually spend less money. So I kind of started doing this like during the whole pandemic time when everything had closed down and all of that. Like, I can go to the nail shop fine, but you know, if you can do it yourself, why not? Plus, now I've taught myself a new trade. Sometimes I just do the tips, the French tips like that, but sometimes I don't want it like that, and so I'll change it, the design of it, and add color and designs and stuff. But I don't know how I'm gonna do it today, but I'm just gonna get the nail process done. I have to go in here and feed my cats. Okay. I finally got the other vid uploaded. That it was so freaking late. It made me mad because it split the video all up into 3 different parts, and the longest video like took all day. I did it like early yesterday, and it literally once I made it home from work and looked at, like, it was like saying it was uploading like all day, and it never did. So I had to just like cancel the upload and upload again, and then it took about an hour and a half or two to go ahead and upload. So it finally uploaded around like, I don't know, like 4 something, 5 something this morning. It finally got up there. So it's in like 3 different parts. Like, Part 1 is like 9 minutes long. Part 2 is like 33 minutes and something long. Um, and part 4 was like only like 3 minutes long. Like, it's so stupid. But it's actually one whole video. But I think I'm just going to, and like, because they're hacking my phone in crazy mess, they're trying to say I don't have enough space on my phone now, which I got. It's a new phone. I got plenty of space on my phone. I haven't had this issue until I started back recording videos, which I haven't been doing ever since. Like I told y'all, I realized that I was a target and I started being attacked because of the poems I sent out. And it wasn't really just because I put the poems on Facebook and YouTube. I actually sent them to some art departments at colleges. I sent them to some churches. I faxed them, so they got them immediately. I sent it to a radio station and a couple of studios. Um, you know, not necessarily really trying to reach out to any celebrities, but it was one specific celebrity I was trying to get the first one I put out to, because it was like an addition to a song that he already put out. And yeah, so I ended up doing like a total of 7. I actually write all the time, so I have stuff that I haven't even put out. But yeah, it got crazy after that because, like, I wrote a lot of different stuff. And those of you that have been subscribers for a while, you've probably seen them before they got taken down. But I didn't upload any videos for a while after that. I did a couple, a few years ago, like smack dead in the heart of me being targeted and things. And so, yeah, it's been crazy. But, like, I've been going through, like, that I know of, I've been a target for about 5 years now. So, like, all this time, I've been going through, like, on a daily basis of everything. And, I just got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let these people, they don't spook me. I don't care about their threats. I don't care about the harassment. I don't care about any of that. And what they're doing to me, because it's unfair. It's not law-abiding in any type of way. So this has nothing, what's being done to me has nothing to do with law and order. It has nothing to do with anything biblical. This is not karma. This is not God. This is not anything that's... there's something called due process, okay? This is the reason that we have a judicial system. So if this is about me doing something wrong or something... they would have a warrant, they would have a case against me, but they do not. So this is not anything law-abiding. This is not about law and order in any kind of way, and this is definitely nothing biblical, because, who are you? It says nowhere in the Bible that you should gain stock and sabotage and ruin the life of another human being. Based on how you feel about them, whether you like them or not. So, like, yeah, it's crazy. And they use that as part of their little game stalking tactics. They try to make you feel like, oh, it's your fault that this is being done to you. No. When somebody's privacy is being invaded, it's not your fault. And you've been stripped of your constitutional rights, your civil rights. You're being invaded and violated illegally. This is no fault of your own. This is nothing but satanic, demonic, evil individuals taking matters into their own hands to persecute someone else. And it's a setup, period, and they thought they could set me up to shut me up. And yeah, like I'm not for that, because I really am a good person. I give this person a shirt off my back. I've done a lot to help other people, feeding other people, giving people places to stay that had no one else, helping people get employment, and all kinds of things. I've done a lot to help other people, and being a good person is more than about just good works that you could do for other people. I am a good person, but I've been used, abused, and hurt a lot, but this is unacceptable. And the problem is that these satanic powers that be, they think because, they're ultra rich, filthy rich, and powerful, and they have these positions that it gives them the right to target people and use militarized silent weapons to sabotage and ruin other people's lives, and that's not okay. I don't care how you put it, how you say it. The average Joes around here selling their soul is just absolutely amazing. But whether you have people who have certain positions and are sold out to this beast system, frankly, they have technology where they can control anybody at any time, anywhere. Force speech, control what you say, what you don't say, what you do, what you don't do, and all kinds of things. So a lot of people that you're being harassed by a lot of times are unaware that they're being used in such a way. And a lot of people who are sold out to this beast system are aware. And, they just spread rumors, lies, and slander about you. And they're too coward to woman up or man up and say or do anything to your face. And this is the reason why their whole operation is done in secret. It's not legal or law-abiding in any way. It's not held up by any biblical stance in any kind of way. I mean, in the nerve of these people to think that they have the right to do this to another human being is absolutely ridiculous, to say the least. And you'd be surprised. Like, I mean, even my daughter's school is aware. I've been stalked and harassed by staff at her school. People closest to me, people I see on a daily basis, wherever I go. It's just constant. Like last night, I stopped at a store. I had to get some gas. I went to 2 different gas stations who were completely out of gas. Like, who's ordering gas right now as high as it is? I don't know. But I literally went to 2 different gas stations that was completely out of gas, okay? So I had to drive to a side of town that I grew up on, which is North Little Rock. And I just hate going over there because it's ratchet. The folks over there is ignorant. And for a while, I believe, like, sometimes I don't get, they'll block me from getting any work. And when something do come through, it'll be in North Little Rock. Like, they're trying to force me to work on that side of town. So I figured these bastards, because that's the side of town I grew up on, they're trying to get me to North Little Rock and have me sacrificed over there and killed or, something. They trigger some patsy to try to take me out. No. Look, I'm not afraid of you, but if you're going to kill me, if you're going to sacrifice me, you're going to sacrifice me on this side of town that I live on, which is Little Rock. I don't fool with North Little Rock. All my people are over there still, but of course, like I said, I have family, but I don't have family because they're not in my life. They don't love me, they don't care about me, they don't support me, they have never helped me or my child, they have never tried to guide me, teach me, uplift me, support any of my talent, skills, or abilities, or anything. And, I got some very low down and dirty people. And they have done the ultimate betrayal against me, being a part of this. And I just feel whether you directly are involved or indirectly involved, you're involved. If you know that this is being done, to your loved one and you are refusing to tell them the truth, who's doing it, why they're doing it, what's being done, you're disloyal. You don't love them. You don't care about them. That's just as bad as the family member that'll lie to your face and you go to for moral support and they sit up and gaslight you in your face and try to make it seem like, oh, you just imagine this up, nothing is happening. When they know it's a complete lie because you see it all over their faces. So, yeah, it's garbage. But that's the life of a target. This is what I go through. And it is what it is, but I'm led by spirit, so my spirit guides, my angels, the Most High help me and guide me. And Brigetta, ask her, did she find out where you're supposed to go for the... Okay, thanks. Yeah, because nobody is contacting me about anything. About no SAT testing or where you're supposed to go. Considering the fact you're a virtual student right now, but they want you to come to the school for the testing. They should communicate better with the parents. And then another thing that pisses me off, because I'm a target, my daughter is a target. So my daughter has underlying disabilities that she do take medication for, but she's a target. So even at school, like, they absolutely refuse to get her the help and the assistance that she needs. She has special needs classes. She has to, she rides a special needs bus. But my daughter is like my height. Okay, so she's like big as me. Not necessarily in size, just in height, because she's very petite and small frame, but she's like my height. But but it doesn't matter the size of a person. If a person has disabilities, if you're dealing with a special needs student. But because I'm a target, they target my daughter. And that's another thing. These witches, these Satanists behind the scenes, these little witch satanic handlers they have behind the scenes, I've even watched them do certain things within my daughter. Watch her, force her to say things and different things just to try to trigger something in me. So they basically use my child even in ways. These efforts against me, but they target her as well. Like I said, she has disabilities. So at the school, like right now, she's doing virtual learning. So she's doing her school from home. At the school, they refuse to get her. She's supposed to have what's called a para, which is supposed to help her get to the classes that she need to get to the restroom and different things. They completely neglect my daughter. She don't know where to go in a huge school, and they refuse to help her. They refused to give her the para that she needed. She had one when she first started at the middle school, and then they took that away from her because that was actually somebody else's para. But, they know from her IEP that her disabilities that she has and the help that she needs, but they target my daughter as well. And they've done things to traumatize her at the school. So my daughter is like, she doesn't like using the bathroom in public, and they won't make sure she gets bathroom breaks, so she'll use the bathroom on herself and sit there in it, and it's crazy. But the school, I've literally talked to the special needs teachers, talked to counselors, talked to the Board of Education, and so many people, and they refuse to get her the help that she needs. and it really pisses me off. So it was really kind of a blessing when this alleged, supposed pandemic came through, and she was able to do schooling at home, which works better for her anyway. That way I can help her one on one, because they refuse to give her the pair that's supposed to help her around and help her with her work and things one on one. But the school district literally targets my child. They target me. They say and do certain things to try to trigger things in me. These subliminal messages. It's really bad, y'all. It's really bad. And the sad thing about it is that these people would do this to a single mother. I don't get help. I don't get child support. None of that. My daughter don't have her father in her life or anything like that. And she's never even spent the night with my mother, which is supposed to be her grandmother. Her sperm donor side of the family does nothing for her. Like, it's ridiculous, man. And I deal with this all on my own. I have a child with disabilities that I have to help and cater to on a daily basis, and I'm not complaining because of that, because regardless of her disabilities, she's very artistic. She is. She does arts and crafts type stuff very well, and she just have other disabilities. But we both get targeted, and it pisses me off that these bastards in power, these elites, that they would partake in doing such a thing. You know, they have military involved. Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, FBI, these spy companies, these tech companies, these security agencies. They're all aware that this is going on, that this is being done, and that more than just myself, this is not even just about me. I wouldn't be me if I didn't speak out about this. They want you to be quiet, but that's literally like somebody torturing you every day. That's like somebody physically, mentally, or sexually abusing you like every day, and then tell you to shut up about it. You better not tell anybody. Are you crazy? I'm going to tell the world about it. And I don't care who doubt me, because all you got to do is have enough sense to do your own research. This is not about you believing me. I could care less about you believing me. I could care less about you liking me, frankly. But if you don't have good common sense to look up what I'm saying, to research what I'm saying, to wake your own self up, I'm saying and doing all of this in an effort to help you and your children and your family. Because it's already been done to me and my child. So, this is what we have to suffer with and endure. But if I can say something or do something that could save or help you and your child, you would think that you would appreciate that, instead of being so ignorant to just try to belittle me and call me a lie. It's easy for somebody to call someone else a lie that is too dumb to actually look up and research what I'm saying, because it's all documented fact. It's all proof. And there's plenty of other people who are being tortured and terrorized by this all around the world on a daily basis. And I guess we're all just lying. We all just woke up one day, became schizophrenic, decided to team up together and lie on the government, lie on our own family, lie on people closest to us, lie on everybody that's involved in this, right? Yeah, right. MK Ultra actually exists. They did not stop using it. This is documented, patented fact. Remote neural monitoring, neurolinguistic programming, electromagnetic frequencies and pulses, brain wave. I think it's like brain hive wave or D wave, quantum computing. Look this up. This artificial intelligence they are using against to destroy humanity. I can care less if you like me. I wasn't born for you to like me. The fact that I'm telling you the truth is why you hate me, is why you dislike me, because I'm not a puppet. Because I'm not some brainwashed, dumbed down, mind-controlled Patsy. That's why you have a problem with me. Because I won't go along with the status quo, the propagandas, the agendas. That's why you feel some type of way about me. I don't understand how a person that don't know somebody from Adam, you can just totally dislike them. It doesn't make sense. The majority of you especially people that comment in the videos, they say the most dumbest, idiotic stuff. But like I said, because I'm a good person with a good heart, you know what? I'm going to respond back to you and give you more respect than what you gave me. Because you are too dumb. Only ignorance, only demons possessing your mind would trigger you to do or say such a thing. When all you have to do is click off the video and go look up some of the things that I've said. Look up targeted individuals. Google it. Type it in. See what comes up. You will find floods of hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people all over the world, even in foreign countries. People I've never even met that can tell you they're experiencing the same thing. You cannot make this up. Even if a person was a habitual liar, could not fathom this up, could not make it up. Why? Because you don't even know anything about it until you're going through it. Most people couldn't fathom the things that these satanic powers that be are even doing. Especially to mankind, to humanity, to societies all over the world. And all of these governments are working together. You can believe that. So all of the governments are involved in war crimes, and they have war weaponry against their own citizens. They're committing hate crimes, and they're domestic terrorists against their own citizens. It's called genocide, ladies and gentlemen. Look that up. There's a history, a documented fact history of mind control. Hell, they have experimented on our own military soldiers. The ones that's the foot soldiers, the lower level ones. There's decades of history where they have experimented on them in so many ways. Killed several of them. With all kinds of things. Nuclear weaponry, injecting them with syphilis and all other kind of stuff. And they predominantly do it to the African Americans. Because, you know, of course, they hate our race the most, but technically, this is done to all kinds of races. So, you know, I could care less if you believe me. And you speaking against me just means you're another brainwashed puppet that's sold out to these satanic powers that be. You know. You're a mean-spirited individual with hate in your heart, and it bothers you in some type of way for a person like me to be speaking out against somebody. Don't you know me speaking is to nobody's detriment but mine? They could come and kill me any day for anything that I'm saying. Especially considering the fact I'm already a target. It's already being done to me. That I know of, it's been going on for the last 5 years. It's been, to my knowledge, it's been going on for the last 5 years. I can retrace my entire life and tell you that I've been cursed from birth. I've technically been a target since I was born. I've been put under mind control before. I've been experimented on by the government, and I was sold out by my own parents. My own family know it. It wasn't until I went through awakening. I went through my awakening at 30. By the time I was 33, all hell broke loose. I had 4 family members die back to back, all 4 months apart on my daddy's side of the family. By the time that 4th family member died, it was my dad, 2 aunts, which were sisters, and my cousin, which was one of the aunts died, son. Right after my cousin died is when I realized that I was a target. But this has been going on long before then. And ironically, I never knew. I was blind to the fact that a lot of this stuff was happening, that this stuff was even possible, that it was even going on. And ironically, none of this started until after I put out those poems and all that went on. That's how I know, because they found out that I was awake and I was speaking out. I wrote those poems that was speaking out about a lot of different things that was going on, from these false flags to government stuff, celebrity stuff, just all kinds of different stuff. I wrote in these poems and I sent them out. I've been under attack ever since. They cannot deny it. They cannot lie. They can tell you whatever they want to tell you about me to convince you to stalk and harass me, but they're lying. The truth ain't in them. Because if I actually committed a crime or done something wrong, then they've had no problem with killing my people and imprisoning and institutionalizing my people for hundreds and hundreds of years. Ain't a damn thing stopping them now. If they actually had a warrant or had a case, they would have came and got me a long time ago. Why in the hell would I wake up one day and just keep up the same freaking lie for years and years and years? Before my awakening, I never knew of a secret society. And I have Freemasons, Eastern Stars, and witches in my own family. And didn't even know it until after I realized that I was a target. Even when I wrote those poems, was at the beginning stages of my awakening when I wrote those poems and put them out. But I was still, even though I was waking up to a lot of things of this world, I was still unaware. I wasn't connecting different things. So even when I realized about secret societies and the occult and witchcraft and all these things that's going on in these different areas and amongst these peoples as rich and famous and in power and things, I wasn't connecting at all. For some reason, I wasn't connecting the military with the politicians. I wasn't connecting the politicians with government. I wasn't connecting all of those with celebrities. I wasn't connecting all of that with the occult and with secret society. And they all go together. They all work hand in hand together. Before you awake, you don't know that. Before you're awake, you don't know that. I've been under attack ever since. So I'm being attacked because I'm awake, number one, and because I had the audacity to speak out and reach out to certain people, and my poems got in the hands of the wrong people. They thought I've never been this type of person that I got to have, be center of attention on stage with lights and all this other crap. I've been writing all my life and had never felt compelled before to make anything that I wrote public until I was led by Spirit to do so. And so I did. And I've been under attack ever since. But what people fail to realize, that me speaking out, saying anything about anything, is to help others. If I possibly can. That's what people fail to realize. So when they pop off at the mouth, fly off at the mouth saying all kind of evil, mean-spirited crap to you, making little wise cracks and mess, you're the dummy. Because I'm making this known to people for only two reasons. Number one, to document what's happening, what's going on, and should anything, should they, try to set up some type of psyop staged event and tell you that, oh, some freak accident happened, or lie and say something was natural causes, or overdose of this, that, and the other, or suicide or something. It's a lie. It's a lie. I've been sacrificed. I've been set up. And you look to those in power. You look to my own flesh and blood and those who are close to me, because they're all involved. And the other reason I'm doing this, I'm doing so in an effort to save somebody else's life. To get people to wake up to what is happening. And this is not about you believing everything I have to say. It's great if you do, because I have no reason to lie to you. But what I do expect is for you to have enough sense to go and look up what I'm saying and do your own research and find the answers for yourself. Because, see, that's the problem with most people. You allow the government, you allow the powers that be to do all the thinking for you, and that's what they want. That's why they keep you distracted, or they keep you entertained. Y'all love being entertained. With the celebrities, with the music industry, the film industry, your movies, your TV shows, your sports, concerts, and award shows, like all kinds of things. And in between that, you got nothing but a whole bunch of drama and mess that has been set up and staged on purpose just to distract your ass, so you don't wake the hell up and pay attention to what's actually happening. Because that's what they want. They want good little slaves, good little puppets that obey, that bow down and worship the powers that be and don't question their authority. But I get it. It's a lot easier for you to hate me than you to rise up, wake up and rise up against and hate the very ones that's been screwing us over our entire freaking life. Everything we've ever been told by these people has been a lie. But you rather hate me. You don't hate them. These powers that be that has lied to you about history, about religion, about everything. You don't hate them. That's proven fact too, that they have lied to us. But when you find out they have lied to you, you still believe everything that they tell you, every lie that they come out with and tell you. Because I'm a nobody from nowhere and I say something, it's easier for you to say, oh, that bitch. Oh, I don't like her. Oh, I hate her. Oh, we're all going to gang up. We're going to get in a scheme, a team together, and we're going to work against her. Because we dislike her so. So, see, it's a lot easier to dislike and to hate a nobody. But the very ones that is taxing you to death with illegal taxes, that's robbing you blind in taxes, the very ones who tell you that you have to pay them to even live or breathe on this earth, you have to pay them to own anything. Forget the fact that you had to come up with the money to buy you a house or a car or a boat or a yacht or a motorcycle or anything that you own that you want to say is yours. You got to pay the government for it yearly just to even say you have it. But you're mad at me. They putting poisons in your air, in your food, in your water, in your medications. But you're mad at me. It's a lot easier for you to hate me. That's documented fact too. So it's easy to call me a lie and to hate me and to belittle me and to judge me and try to ridicule me and to try to discredit me in some kind of way, to try to shame me or blame me or something in some kind of way, than for you to wake the hell up and realize that we all have been screwed over from day one. So if it makes you feel better, just like I wrote in one of my poems, I guess you feel better if I lied to you. Kind of something like they do. See, I wrote a lot. It's the very reason I'm under attack right now. And I don't take one blessing for granted. But anything that I do have, anything that I can provide for my daughter, I've earned it. I've been paying the price my whole life and ain't been given a dime. But any blessing that do come my way, I am appreciative. I am humble. I am not conceited. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't think I'm smarter than anybody. None of that. I am humble and I'm grateful and I'm appreciative for any and every blessing that do come my way. But I'm not brainwashed and mesmerized by materialism. Because when you die, you can't take none of it with you. You collecting a whole lot of material crap that you can't take with you when you die, and you can go any day. But I thank the Most High for any blessing that come my way because I am appreciative, and this is the reason why I give back. And a lot of people will look back, uh, 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 step back and look at me and say, "Oh, she just give all of herself away." You're supposed to give. You're supposed to give to those less fortunate than you. I'm not well off or wealthy or anything, but I got more than what some people got. People that's people that's starving right now. We got millionaires and billionaires in the world. We've got people who get paid millions of dollars just to sing a song or dance or act or something, and we have starving people in the world. We have homeless people in the world. There's 800,000 to 1 million people who vanish into thin air, go missing, never to be seen or heard from ever again. This is every year. This is not every decade. This is every year. You have more than 500,000, 500,000 people come up missing. And nobody's even worried about it. But you're mad at me, though. It's easy for you to be mad at me. I'm the problem. People are being raped and trafficked and all kinds of mess every single day. But it's big business. And who you think making those billions of dollars off drug trafficking? Who do you actually think imports those drugs in? Before they're even trafficked, before they even get to the cartels and they're trafficked and dispersed out to the smaller cities and states and things. Who do you think imports drugs on barges and ships from foreign countries? Guess what? The cocaine plant is not in the United States. Okay? This stuff comes from overseas. It's those in power. Your government is making billions of dollars off of the drug trade. Guess who makes billions of dollars off the sex trade? This is the reason why sex still sells to this day. It's the oldest trick in the book. It's the oldest game in the book. This is the reason why prostitution and sex trafficking and all of this is still going on to this day. Modern day slavery still goes on to this day. It just looks different. But you mad at me though. All of this, everything I'm saying is documented fact. If you think I'm a lie, what I would tell you is I dare you to research anything that I'm saying and see what you find. Nobody deserves to have their human rights encroached upon, to be invaded in that way. Nobody deserves to have their privacy invaded. When I say your privacy invaded, when you use the restroom, you're being watched. When you take a bath, you're being watched. When you brush your teeth, wash your face, wipe your ass, go to sleep, you're being watched. Lord forbid if you have an intimate relationship with anybody, you are being watched, you are being recorded. Anything you do on your phone, online, on any type of electronic device, artificial intelligence is collecting your data. And guess who makes billions of dollars off of your data? None other than the powers that be. But you mad at me though. You hate me so. It's amazing how people can do things to you that they don't want nobody else that you don't want nobody to do to you. How do you justify that? Putting witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, and voodoo on people. How do you justify that? How do you justify stalking and harassing a person, invading and violating a person's life, sabotaging them in any and every way that you